The structures and other non-living material that are used in the landscape are just as important to the overall design as the living material. Now, there's many different types of materials that can be used to make what we would call the hardscape, these non-living structures. And these include wood, metal, and of course stone. And today we're going to look at some uses of stone from the very large down to these really fine screenings. To look at some of the different ways that we can use stone, we're visiting Edmond Rock here in Edmond, Oklahoma. And they have a nice demonstration showing how to utilize a few different types of rock. And I thought we'd start on the ground. One of the most common ways we use stone is in our walkways. And if you're going to be walking on stone, you want it to be very fine. The smaller the stone is, such as the really screenings, the fine screenings that we looked at earlier, the easier it will be to walk on. And if you have something larger like this, you want to make sure that it's a crushed stone and it has a lot of sharp edges so that it'll pack down when you step on it instead of roll away. This same type of stone can also be used as a non-living mulch. It provides really good drainage and can be useful in certain situations where drainage is important, such as in a rock garden. Now, if you want to have something a little more stable to walk on, you can use larger pieces of flagstone, either cut like this or uncut stones. And of course, you can create an entire walkway or even a patio like this using the flagstones. Another application for stone is to create edges. And here there's some cut stones used to make a really nice, fine, sort of sharp edge. Can even give a little bit more of a formal look. But you can also use natural stone, uncut stones that have a more natural appearance as well. We can also use stone for creating walls. And these can either be structural walls used perhaps to create a raised bed. And again, they could be more natural or more cut. Cut stones can also be used to create a veneer, just to add a little bit more of a decorative look to the home. Another very practical way to use stone in the landscape is to help guide the movement of water. Here they've built a dry creek bed and it's moving water out from the downspout. And we see this a lot in our landscape. Water's coming out of either the downspout or when it rains and it washes through the landscape and doesn't really have a directed way to go. This can help you guide where that water goes so that you could get it out of the landscape. And finally, stones can be used on their own as a focal point. We see a lot of different boulders being used in the landscape, and sometimes they're very natural like this, or else they're cut into really fun shapes. And these can be very striking and just make a statement all on their own. One really fun type that we've seen a lot lately are these holy boulders. This is a limestone, and these holes are all natural, and they can be used filled with soil to plant some little plants in. With all these applications, with our ground covers, our edges, there are many different types of stone materials to choose from. There's sandstone and limestone, slate and granite. And you want to make sure that whatever stone you choose to use in the landscape is going to complement both the landscape but also the house. You have to consider that the color and the style go along with the style of your home and the style of your landscape as well.